Hello and welcome to the final video of Science Chapter 1 Plant Reproduction. Today's topic is Agriculture and Crop Production. Under this topic there are various subtopics and let us learn in details about each of these from the textbook. Please open page 6 of your science book. The topic Agriculture. In agriculture we are going to learn about crop production. Here we see Renu's father is a farmer. He has grown wheat in his farms. Their neighbors have grown mustard in their farms. Now, we are going to learn two definitions in this paragraph. One is the definition of a crop and the definition of agriculture. When a plant is grown on a farm in large numbers, it is called a crop. And the process of production of crops on a large scale is called agriculture. So when a plant is grown on a farm in large numbers, huge quantity, then we call it a crop. And the process of production of crops on large scale is called agriculture. Please underline these two sentences and learn the definition. Now girls, we are going to learn about the different types of crops grown in India. Different crops require different kinds of soil, climate and amount of water to grow. Okay, it is for everywhere. So depending, now what do we need? Different kinds of soil. Soils also different kinds, climate also, summer, winter, monsoon, and the amount of water. Some plants need a lot of water, some plant needs a limited quantity of water. So now in this paragraph, we are going to learn about two major kinds of crops grown depending upon the climate. The two major kinds of crops depending on the climate in India are Rabi crops and Kharif crops. Crops that are grown in winter are called Rabi crops. Crops that are grown in summer are called Kharif crops. Okay, so these are the two main kinds of crops we are going to learn in this paragraph. Rabi crops, winter, and Kharif crops in summer. Here in this table you see the name of crops and the seasons they are grown in. You can see this is winter season, wheat and barley. Then again winter season, pea, gram and mustard. And again winter season, oat. These winter season crops are called Rabi crops and the rest of the crops grown in summer are called Kharif crops. So children, I have made a extra note over here. Whenever you come across such kind of tables, you can make your own extra note and stick it here. I always have suggested you to make notes or write short answers and stick it in the page. You can also make it like this. See, I have made Rabi crops, crops grown in winter, and their examples are wheat, barley, pea, gram, mustard, oats. Kharif crops, crops grown in summer. So examples are jowar, sorghum, jowar, millet, bajra, maize, moong, green gram, moong, rice, jute, cotton. So these I have taken from this table only and separated them and made them neatly so that it is easier for you to remember. You will remember it faster and easier. Okay, you can also make and paste it like this. So now another important topic in this chapter or in this topic is the different stages of agriculture. The different stages of agriculture. Children, there are 6 different stages of agriculture and let me tell you, they are all placed in the proper order. You cannot jump from one step to the other randomly. Just like when we prepare tea or your mama makes chapatis, there are different certain stages. She cannot just go and directly do the chapati. She has to first make the dough, roll out the... So there are different stages. Same way, agriculture or crop production also has a proper set of stage. To raise a healthy crop, farmers have to work very hard through various stages of agriculture. Let us learn about these stages. Let me name the 6 different stages. Number 1 is plowing. Number 2, sowing. Number 3, adding manures and fertilizers. Number 4, irrigation. Number 5, harvesting. And number 6, storage. One by one we learn about these. What is plowing? Plowing is the act of turning soil to loosen it. It helps in the circulation of air in the soil. Please underline these as I have underlined so that they help you to learn faster. Sowing is the act of planting seeds in the soil. Beej bona. Okay. To get a good yield, it is important to sow good quality healthy seeds. Okay, adding manures and fertilizers. Manures and fertilizers add nutrients to the soil. Just like we need nutrients, soil also needs nutrient. Plants absorb these nutrients from the soil through their roots. Manures are organic fertilizers, and fertilizers can be chemical or organic. Irrigation. Plants need water for growth. Irrigation means सिंचाई करना. Okay, irrigation is the act of supplying sufficient amount of water to plants in the field regularly. If you sow seeds and do not water the plants, will they grow? No. So we need to irrigate the plants. Now harvesting, cutting of crops. Harvesting is the cutting and gathering of the ripe crop. Rabi crops are harvested in the month of March, whereas Kharif crops are harvested at the end of the monsoon season. Number 6. Storage. The harvested crop needs to be stored properly. Proper storage prevents damage to the crop from moisture and pests. Any insect or organism that destroys crops are called pests. So storage is very important. So children, you can see the 6 pictures over here. You can write the names in the proper order, the 6 stages of agriculture. Okay, write the names under it with a pencil. Next topic is protecting the crops. After the crops have been harvested, now how to protect the crops while they are being grown. Farmers often build fences around the field to protect the crops from grazing animals. You must have seen scarecrows when you go to the fields or you travel by train or in gardens and all. Birds also destroy the crops. A scarecrow helps to keep the birds away. Insecticides and pesticides are sprayed to protect the plants against insects, pests, rats and moles. So we will see here that we use scarecrows, building of fences, insecticides, pesticides to protect the crops. What does a farmer do when the crops are harvested? When the crops are cut after they are ripe, what do the farmers do? Once the crop is harvested, a farmer needs to protect the crops from small animals and moisture. Harvested grains and pulses are stored in airtight containers. Pesticides and insecticides are used to protect the grains and pulses. Healthy seeds are stored by farmers to grow new crops. Now, they store the crops and then they take out the healthy seeds for the new crops. Insecticides kill insects and pesticides kill pests. Pests are any other organism that destroys the crops are called pests. Now, we also read the Go Green part. Fact, fun, white. Excessive use of chemical fertilizers can be harmful for us and the environment. Manure can be used in place of chemical fertilizers. For keeping away insects, insecticides made from leaves of neem trees can be used instead of chemical insecticides. Manures are made from organic materials like kitchen waste and other organic waste. Infobit, some amount of information, extra information. Organic farming. What is organic farming? Organic farming is a method of farming in which manure produced from biodegradable waste is used instead of chemical fertilizers. This improves soil fertility and results in better yield and healthier crop. The food prepared by organic farming is called organic food. Organic food is healthier than food grown in using chemical fertilizers. So I'm not going to make this video very long, dear children. I've finished this topic and please learn all these points. Number them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Number these points and learn this. The word bank, the definitions are already there. Please learn these definitions. The exercises I have already given you. The exercises, this also you have done. Now in the next video, I'll send you the questions and answers of these things. Thank you, students. Now a quick recap of what we learned today. So what did we learn today? here's a quick summary of all that we learned today. Under the topic agriculture and crop production, today we learned the definition of agriculture, that is, production of crops on a large scale is called agriculture. We also learnt about the different types of Rabi and Kharif crops. Crops grown in winter are called Rabi crops and crops grown in summer are called Kharif crops. And we also learnt so many examples of Rabi and Kharif crops. Then we learnt about the different stages of agriculture. Children, these are very important. You must write them in proper order, one after the other. First one is plowing, making the soil loose in order to make them breathe. Sowing of healthy seeds for good crops. Adding manures and fertilizers to keep them free from pests and insects. Then irrigating the crops, irrigation, providing water to the crops. Harvesting the ripe crops, and then storage for future use and to protect them from birds, animals and insects. The fourth thing we learned today was the protecting the crops from other animals, birds, insects, pests and other enemies. What do? We make fences. The farmers, not we, farmers make fences. They use scarecrows, insecticides and pesticides to protect the crop and keep them for future use. So students, this was all about agriculture and crop production. We shall do the exercises now. Till then, please revise the entire lesson. Thank you and have a great day.